What is the best thing about Greek?
The best thing about Greek? The social aspect by far. Even though you feel good doing community service, you always feel better partying.
Okay.
To be realistic, college students are college students. You're not going to make all the right decisions every day. Not all your members are going to make the right decisions 24/7. Things are going to happen.
You may be asking yourself, why am I holding this 30-pound cinder block in my hands? You might also ask yourself, why does this cinder block have a long piece of string tied to it? And finally, why is the other end of this string tied securely to your penis?
Underage drinking, it happens all over campus. Hazing, I don't know if it happens in other fraternities and sororities. It's obviously not accepted in Drake University, national-wise.
There's absolutely no hazing in Kappa. Every member signs an anti-hazing form, and that's something that we follow very strictly. And you hear about instances on other campuses of hazing, but that's something that all colleges across the nation are taking very seriously. And underage drinking, Kappa does not promote underage drinking. So
we are definitely against hazing and really don't do it. So, and we make it clear to our new members if they feel like they're being hazed to speak up. And underage drinking, I mean, it's most definitely not encouraged by any means, but we also let members make their own decisions. So if it gets to be a big issue, it's dealt with. But
well, TEAC, as I'm sure every other fraternity does, is a strict no hazing policy, and it's not something we encourage. It's not something we do. It's absolutely not a part of any aspect of our fraternity.
All right. Does being Greek take away from your studies?
Being social takes away from your studies.
it's a time commitment, so I have to balance my time and maintain my grades while being involved in an organization. So it's just all learning. It's learning how to balance your time.
Enough outside environmental forces on us that make it difficult for us to do what we do. But when we do it against one another, it just makes it twice. I mean, it blows me away why there would ever be Greek-on-Greek crime or vandalism or whatever the case might be. But it exists. So that's
the street. We all live next to each other. We all have different houses, and there's a little playful rivalry when it comes to intramurals and things like that. I mean, you're going to have that with any organization on campus.
Yeah, there's rivalries between certain fraternities. Maybe have fights at the bars or on campus, but sometimes it gets out of hand, sometimes it doesn't. It's usually not between the fraternity as a whole. It's usually between a small group of guys in each fraternity.
And this campus has three main things that they just do that makes my job 10 times easier to be able to go to the next level, to challenge students to be able to do more. First of all is academics. The all-Greek average is higher than the all-university average. The all-sorority average is higher than the all-women's average. The all-fraternity average is higher than the all-male average. So on a whole, I think we have one fraternity that is below the all-men's average. Otherwise, all of our other chapters are above, and on the average, we're above. So, I mean,
since moving actually into the house itself, I've gotten a 4.0 every semester. So, I mean, I think it might almost help it. There's a lot of resources.
We have study tables. We tend to help each other out. If there's a guy that has the same major or took the same class, oh yeah, key points, watch out for this on the test. Study for this, doesn't seem to go over this. It's really a close group of friends. There's a lot of us. Everybody's helping out each other, and it seems to make your academic life a little bit easier, even though...
Do you feel that having joined the Greek society, do you think that it has taken away from your studies in any way?
Absolutely not. In fact, my grades have improved since I've been in a Greek house. I tell people worried about grades the same thing I tell all the guys in the house that are worried about grades. You get out of it what you put into it.
two is leadership. When I came to this campus and I had my interview with a group of students, one of the questions I asked them is, why did you go Greek? 5 of the 6 students responded to me. At the end of my first semester, I was not Greek. I never thought I was going to go Greek. I didn't want to go Greek. But I realized if I was going to be a leader on campus, it was the Greeks who were the leader. So I figured I had to join a fraternity or sorority if I was going to get into a leadership position. Now, if that's the reason that got them to look into it and to go to join an organization, fantastic. I hope that's not the reason why they joined their specific one. But if that's what are getting people to think, is that because they see so many Greeks on campus in leadership positions, I couldn't ask for anything more than that. Our recruitment information from last year, I don't know if you saw, but it's like 50% of the PMAX, 50% of orientation leaders, 50% of this, blah, 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 are Greeks. Because Greeks are involved in campus.
It has helped me mostly to develop my leadership skills. It's provided me a lot of opportunities, like being president of the house, where I probably would not have been president of any other organization or gotten these skills, I guess, and it's provided me with a good support system as well.
And I probably wouldn't be as confident as I am now and as willing to try, different activities that I might not have, whether it be a philanthropy event, an intramural event, things like that.
So we've got the academics in place. We've got the individual leadership on campus in place. The third point is the service and the philanthropy. Not that we're far better than any other campus, but we're by no means at the low end of it. We do good service by individual organizations. They raise great amounts of money for different non-for-profit organizations.